thing that brought me alive. Oh, we're all like monsters, playing with the monsters. They brought me alive, but got no alibi. It's a rebel start without an alibi. Took my hands without an alibi.
Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight, wait tonight. Better off, I'm gonna find my way tonight, way tonight. Won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrow. Won't you talk to me? We'll make a new tomorrow. Won't you talk to me? What makes this happy?
Yo, what is up, guys? What is up? Welcome to Masters League. This is week number 7, not week number 6, guys. And, well, I'm speaking and everybody in the game chat can hear me, so I'm a tad embarrassed on that part. But, yeah, like, we're here. It's week number 7, not week number 6, guys, that you guys are seeing at the top there. It's supposed to be week number 7, so my apologies on that, Mark. But I can assure you guys we are into week number 7 of the of this league, and it's been a wild ride so far, you know, and just finally, based off of last week's results at the end of that week, we have seen, I can confirm there are 2 teams that have already booked their places in the winners bracket of their in the top 4 of their respected groups. We got at the top of the heap over in group number B, we have the boys of Zealous Squad, who have booked their ticket with a 10-0 record right now going into the last 2 weeks of the league. They have booked a spot based off of the other records of the other teams in the top that are competing for the top 4 spot. They have booked their ticket in to that winners bracket for the top 4. Potentially solidify they're if they are able to win the next 2 matches here, that they have this week, they will have solidified first seed as well in their group with a 12-0 record coming off the weekend. Coming off this week would solidify them at first. Now, looking over at the side of Group A, we're also seeing that the other team that's been able to make it through to the winners bracket already is ADS Gaming. They have a 10-1 record. They have a win already this week, in the form of a forfeit, unfortunately, but that's just the case in the situation with DWF. and well, they're going to be at 10-1, where their closest people fighting amongst the top four, they're not going to be able to catch up and overthrow them and bump them down to the lower bracket. So congratulations on both these teams for obviously earning their spot in this upper bracket, in the upper bracket going into playoffs. But these two teams right here, they're fighting tooth and nail, especially the side of Redux, who have a really tight pocket of 4 teams trying to fight for a spot in the top 4 there. They have a 5-5 record, and they're looking to get a win on the board. They're looking to improve that to a 6. They need to, if they can get it to a 7, they're almost a shoe-in for the winners bracket over their close rivals here, Divine Future. And over on the side of 302 Blue, well, they have a 3-7 record. They're looking to try to improve their record as much as they possibly can going into playoffs, so that they can be facing off against a a lesser opponent over on the opposite side of the of things, on the other group. They want to be able to face the likes of teams Velis, or maybe even team OTB Esports, who have been looking a bit hot as of recent, but they as well could be in the bottom 4 there. It just all depends on how these next weeks kind of commence. But this action tonight that we have, it's going to be an interesting one to see if 302 can actually show some strength. They have had back-to-back forfeits from last week that have gotten them 2 wins. They had a 2-0 week last week. Phenomenal for them in how it sounds. But obviously they need to put in the work and effort and showcase that they can get more than just forfeit wins on their record. And looks like we got everybody here in the lobby, so we will be getting the players into positions shortly, and we will be getting it started up. But ready and waiting, we have ourselves the 5 maps right here that we need to cover for the matchup tonight. And well, we're going to be going over to Apocalypse for your map number 1. Gotta love it. Also known as Hackney Yard by the pros as of recent. And Moscow also a team that Moscow also a map that's going to be interesting to see how these teams compete on it. They're going to be rocking that for the S&D. And for the control, we have Garrison. That a control map everybody really hates to play. It's not the most fun one of the 3, and it's going to be interesting to see if which of these 2 teams can come in on top on there. Redux heavily favored statistically across the all 9 yards here. They're looking up and up. Their S&D has been their saving grace so far. Their strongest game type, and second to that would probably be around their control, and their hard punch, the only thing that's looking in the negative section, where maybe we see 302 Esports show up in the hard point. It's going to be a real grasp for straws, especially since the new addition of Jafud, player of the week last week. He is on this renowned and redonkulous roster here of Redux Rain. Now, jumping into the action in just a second here. Gotta maybe tell you guys what my predictions are for tonight's action. So I got myself predicting the side of Redux Rain to take this one in a 3-0 fashion. But obviously, 302 Blue, they can shock. They have the odds stacked against them. They're not likely to win this one tonight, but if they do, what an incredible upset it would be, and it could be an upset that ends up really hurting Redux Rain in their chances of potentially being in that top 4. Most likely won't happen, but we're going to see if it does end up coming to fruition here as the teams are ready. The map is ready. Things are loading in, and well, it's ready. The time is right. The price is right for us to get into the action here, and unfortunately we do have things all swapped up when it comes to the overlays for you folks, so my apologies on that mark, but we will be jumping into things. Redux Rain will be on your right hand side here. Blinder, Jafud, Flinched, and Schnaps And over on the side of 302 Blue, on the left is going to be Flacco, Cello, Grim, and Brixie. Flacco, a player I've had the luxury of playing with, as well as for this side of Redux Rain. I've had the opportunity to play, with Flinched and Blinder. Some really strong players here on this side of Redux Rain between Flinched and Blinder, and they're already going to get a few kills on the board for themselves. The blue arrows are going to be your Redux Rain, folks. My apologies on the color coordination being off here. And the purple is for 302 Blue. That's just going to be for this map, as I will look to obviously change that for you folks moving forward. As Flacco's going to move forward into Broken. He's going to find himself one big kill. Can't get the second one, but Grim's going to be in there for a bit of trading as well. The points have so far been going by way of Redux Rain, as 302 Blue having a bit of a shaky start, though they do manage to grab 19 seconds on one of the hills here. But this P2 hill is so profitable by whichever team is able to grab spawns for it, and it just becomes unbreakable at times. And well, right now you're going to start to see some of those players move forward. Jafud, though, on 6, about to earn himself the artillery strike. On such an open map as this one, it will do so much damage. And there you go, he will get himself the artillery. 8 bullets left in the mag. He's going to have to reload or swap for a new gun here quite shortly. As he's looking for something, he's going to have to pull out the pistol to maybe engage on players under this point. As it's going to be Brixie and his teammate Flacco just below Jafud. Jafud drops on down, and he'll drop out and off the map there in this one. As we'll take a quick gander to make sure everybody's got the right trophy system setups here. And, well, it looks like the side of 302 Blue, they're going to have the wrong trophy system setup. So, map 1, regardless on their efforts, folks, apologies on that end. But they will not be able to win this first opening map. The opening map will, in fact, be all Redux Rain, based off of how we do it here in the ALG League, with how strict we have gotten with our trophy systems. Now, let me try to move my mic over here so that you guys can maybe hear me a little bit better as I talk a little far from my mic at times. Pardon me. Little tickle in my throat right there. Jafud going 7-1 right now. Absolutely brilliant player for the side of Redux Rain. New addition as well. Not too long ago, we saw him enter the scene for these purple players, and he's been absolutely electric for them. 8-1, trying to build himself a bit of a kill streak here. Another one. As he still has that artillery strike. Gonna look to probably use it at some point here, but we're gonna see 302 Blue getting some spawns back here. P3 spawns, and well, Jafud's gonna still live at large here. He might be able to take down Flacco. He does. Really nice agility right there. Cello gonna spot him at long range, but he will not drop to Cello. Cello will drop to him. Makes him bow down and submit to the amazing Mr. Jafud. As Jafud, your man of the week last week. Quite incredible feat that he was able to accomplish in his opening, debut up against the side of Elemental Gaming. He was able to get a amazing, I believe, 6-0 KD ratio for that control, and it was one of the most outstanding stats that week. When you look at the other teams that were competing, and Cello will end up taking down Jafud. That's going to allow for now the purple players to try to break on into the point. Brixie will grab attention, but unable to actually destroy these players around the hill. Schnops will be just taking these players down back and forth, one at a time. Grim, can he get the kill? No! Schnops is able to live at large in the hill, getting away with absolute murder! What sort of wizardry is this, Schnops? Inspecting his gun for all the little hacks and cheats that he might have on it, but nothing is found. That's all just pure skill. The man's got a gunny, and he's not afraid to use it. Schnops is going to be on 6. He might be able to grab himself the 7th, give himself a streak to work with. There we go. That's number 7. Make a number 8. No, he will do the number 2 instead and get absolutely pooped on by those players coming through that ruined courtyard. Blinder going to be watching from maps here to try and find some players that might be pushing over and overextending into their territory here. Blinder will drop to Brixie. Cello will be the one, will be looking to make a push through what do they call that one? I think they call that one either Shrine or Altar Room. So yeah, Cello made a push through Altar Room. Now we're gonna see Redux Rain setting up for P number 2. You know, that money hill. It's the hill just that kind of reminds you guys of the garage slash tire shop hill that was at Hackney Yard in Modern Warfare. That's sort of the same situation you have here. You know, this hill tends to be very, very one-sided. Once you get those spawns, it's hard to lose them. But 302 Blue, they will manage to lose them. Grim is going to try to do what he can to try to alleviate pressure on this hill and try to get his team back into it. Flinched will jump out onto the hill. He's going to look to try to get some kills. Trade kills go back and forth. Flinched will drop. And Schnops will be there for the big old 2-piece. The man is a maniac on the dance floor here of this hill. And Redux Rain continue to grow this lead and potentially get it up into the 200 point mark. Looks like they'll be just shy of that 200 points, if I am correct here with the math and the timing. But Jafud up here coming out of maps. He might be able to find one. No, the trades are going to be there. He will still have teammates, though, advancing onto this point. Grim will be there for initial, but he will be taken out as he's all alone on the point. Flinched will grab a big kill underneath in tunnels. He's going to look to maybe grab a second when his teammate will be there. The info is there, though, for the side of 302 Blue on how they might be able to break these two players and what angles they're holding. As Flinched, he's going to look to hold a long-range angle here at tunnels with this Krieg. He's going to do some good work to get a 1 kill before getting taken out by Flacco. Flacco with the big 2-piece to help break into the hill as his team is fighting tooth and nail. Brixie's going to stay on that hill as well. His trophy system is going to get taken out by the other trophy system already on the hill. The wraparound, the pinch comes in, and 218 points is where we find the side of Redux Rain on this hill. And growing right here, they're going to go past 225 with their opponents behind them by more than 100 points. Blinder gets caught reloading, and that's going to be there. Flacco will try to take down Flinch. Flinch will still stay up over in the chicken coop. Grim will take him down, though. Look to get in right behind Shinops. He will take him out. He's going to get onto the point for initial time. Drop on the backfire as the player comes out from chicken coop, but Flinch will get one massive kill. The point is so hotly contested. Zig is going to have Flacco holding it. Schnops will drop. Flacco stays alive. He is able to damage up Flinched. Grim's shot will not be on point, and the rest of his teammates all drop. We see the side of Redux Rain look to grab a hold of this point and potentially grab a hold of a win in this opening map here, as Jafud will get the two players just outside of Zig right there. 302 Blue do not win the map, folks. Instead, it is the side of the Redux Rain. Congrats for them. Final hit. This hill right here was what Schnops was able to do on the hill. It was absolutely dastardly. Oh my lord, just on a sliver of HP. The man practically living on nothing, on scraps, and even looking to solidify scrap time on that hill as well. It was, what a wonderful solo effort from Schnops in the end there on that kill cam. Beautiful work. As Redux Rain are able to take the first map in, you know, a very convincing style, but we've seen this side actually take maps before against these guys in a more convincing fashion. So could have been just how this map plays, and maybe 302 looking a little better on this map than as of, you know, when they played them before previously on, you know, on hardpoint maps in this game. So don't know. But we will make sure to let these guys know. Just double check, you know, make sure they rock 3 trophies and, you know, the 1 assault pack. So don't worry, guys, we will get that sorted. But we'll take a short little break, and we'll be back with action after this break, guys. And don't go anywhere.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shade my smile. Was wrong to say
Yo, welcome back, guys. We got ourselves another round, or another map here in this series. This is map number 2. First map went the way of Redux Rain. Now we got things set up. The color is going to be well coordinated here. We got the boys in purple. That's Redux Rain, and well, the ones in blue and gold, or blue and yellow, are going to be 302 Blue. Well, 302 Blue will start off with the bomb, and Brixie will win a massive 1v1 against Schnapps, the man with the most dirty kill cam in a hardpoint I've seen in quite some time. He is going to drop in this opening round as first blood. Brixie gets the free bomb plant here, but Jafud will take down one player long down the line of sight here at the at street here. That nade, it's going to go right over Grim. And interesting enough, Grim's going to be in a really good spot to catch anybody that comes in that window. Grim will grab one before he drops. This is looking like a really good round for 302 Blue to take. Jafud is going to get spotted out. He's going to get shot at as well. Cello going to be just watching the angle on Jafud. Brixie is going to spot him as well. Jafud is going to look to try to get into this bomb area. He's gonna have to try to get the defuse too, but Brixie and them play this to perfection. The timing was great. They did not over chow and play it solo dolo, but Jafud does get your kill cam here against Flacco at long range right there. Great, absolutely great opening round for 302 Blue as they're able to take it and they're able to walk away with some momentum coming off of the first round in this S&D. I'm actually ecstatic. I feel like this is wonderful. This is what we want to see, you know, from the side of 302 Blue. And Redux Rain, they've looked so good. This has been one of their strongest search and destroy maps. So far, so good for Redux Rain. Not for Redux Rain, for 302 Blue, but this, we're going to look at the guns here. It's going to be 3 ARs, 1 Milano for the side of Redux Rain. They're going to spot Cello as well. who is going to try his best to retreat. He does find a way to do so, but he should drop here from Flinch. Flinch will get that first blood and B bomb site. Looks like it's going to be there's going to be a bit of a pattern here. We're going to see that B bomb site become very comfortable. Brixie, not checking all of his corners, will drop to a player sitting back in the middle here. Jafud will find him. That's 2 picks on this round. No answers. No kills coming back around for this side of 302 Blue. Flacco, though, going to get a big kill in the spot we saw Jafud get a kill before. That's going to make it a 2 versus 3. Grim, he's going to try to find another kill as well. He's going to be inside of this building. He could just try to play for the defuse. I would have liked for him to do so, but instead he doesn't. Schnops will check these angles, and he will get underneath that bus to spot out if the bomb was picked up. 1-1 now, as the answering rounds are here. The offense, so far, reigning supreme in the search and destroy. And these Kriegs are definitely doing a phenomenal job as well in getting these teams ahead in the rounds and, you know, getting these kills off of these players at long range. You know, patient play coming from these boys. There's only 2 donuts left remaining on this map. We got 1 with Blinder and 1 with Schnops. 4 big kills for Jafud, once again leading the charge for the Redux Rain, showing how he's a star player who's just recently joined this roster. Their man in the limelight, Flinched, is going to drop as the first player in this opening round, and 302 Blue will go up in a 4 versus 3 position here. Watching your angles is a must here, as players are going to drop. 1 player left on the outer side here. It's going to be Brixie. He's going to need to get some big kills here. He does aggress forward and get a big kill, making things a 1 versus 1 here. Will he meet with number 8? Number 8 being Schnops, who looks like he was getting ready to move into office there. Brixie, however, is going to make a long wrap over to B. Will number 8 check this bomb site? That's the question here. It looks like number 8 isn't going to check. Brixie, though, is he going to be ready for number 8 to burst right into that room? Brixie, he's going to be backing up here. Is he going to check the bomb? He's not. Schnops is just going to stick onto that bomb. You gotta check your bombs. You gotta check your bombs. Schnops, 1 versus 1, just hops on and defuses. What an embarrassing end to that round for 302 Blue, as they just bottle it completely. That looked like it was going to be a really good spot and position Brixie would be able to play from, and he just retreated way too far from that bomb site. And he had a submachine gun too. He could have played for something close quarters, especially knowing who was last alive for this out of Redux Rain in Blinder, I believe. Brixie, though, going to get another first blood onto Flinch. This is going to keep him pacified so far in this S&D, and it keeps giving a better shot and better opportunities for 302 Blue to, you know, stay alive and to, you know, profit in this search and destroy and potentially even take it against this Redux Rain side. As Cello will be looking to play street side here, not going to spot anybody in purple. My cat gonna want to try to get in on the commentary, and it's gonna be hella scuffed while he is here. Schnops, though, with that bomb, unfortunately they're not making the call yet, but now it's gonna start to come through for an A hit. Grim is gonna look to try to take down 1. He won't. He gets way too up close and personal. Number 2 is gonna have to rotate over to Eskies here to try to make something happen. Apply a little bit of extra pressure to this bomb site. No free plants, please. As number 4, Brixie's going to slide on out, looking to get the kill. Will only tag up Schnops and will drop his life off in the process. Flacco stunned up, naded as well. He should get pushed by Blinder here. To his right. He will not. But Blinder will be patient, hold the angle, and ultimately hold the player down. And that's another round going over to Redux Rain. Really patient play from Blinder here to get the kill after using his utilities for the information for the tags. As Redux Rain They might have played those first 4 rounds a little sloppy, or at least 2 of the 4 rounds quite sloppy. They got some to go their way though, which is they got the lead here going into this round 5 with a cushion of 2 rounds, which is quite good for their side. And well, we're gonna start to see the players on the side of Redux Rain set up around these bomb site and other bomb sites as well. Brixie will get shot at and pinned in over in that corner. He's gonna slide away, and that info is gonna be there. Brixie, they know Brixie has moved over. Do they know that the bomb is gonna look to be planted over at A? Flinched will get some shots to tag up, so there's info given away right there. Jafud taking down Flacco is massive in helping give this side of Redux Rain an advantage here. They press the advantage as they're able to get another big kill, make that a 3rd. Will we see the flawless round come out from them? Last alive is Cello. Nobody over-aggressing here, just playing their angles, and it's going to lead to a perfect round. No player dropping on the side of Team Flawless, or not Team Flawless. Nobody dropping on the side of Redux Rain. That's a quick 4-1 that you guys see in the score. Wonderful, wonderful work. 302 Blue having a rough go at things here. Brixie trying to lead his team to some sorts of victories here in the Search and Destroy, but Jafud and Blinder doing way too much, finding way too much success so far in this S&D for the side of Redux Rain. And Blinder working with the streak of 4. He's going to try to find more. His teammates instead flinched, will decide to be unleashed and just go off on a tear there. Jafud will drop to Grim. That's going to be good, taking a player like him off the board, help alleviate some pressure. But in a 2 versus 3 situation, you're going to need more than just 1 kill. You have to retake this bomb site as well, which is going to be a hassle and a half. Cello could hop that bomb, will not be able to, as he will drop, and that's a 5-1 right now in favor of Redux Rain. Flinched holding this bomb site right there, holding that angle, perfect stuff with the Krieg. This is that massive 3-1 setup they're going with. 3 Kriegs and 1 player on the Milano. Redux Rain not finding any issues whatsoever at the moment. We're going to see them with, it looks like 2 submachine guns for this round. It's going to be an interesting to see what their play call is here, as they're one of the best teams when it comes to playing Moscow S&D. Flinched will find a massive first opening blood here. The rest of those blue members funneled into top Eskies. Flinched will find himself 1-2. Oh my god, the ace! Give him all of those free kills, free smoke. Practically illuminating himself in the night. He comes out massively swinging with that big dong to take down the players on the side of 302 Esports. Massive 4-piece to end things off. That is a 2-0 lead now in this series for the side of Redux Rain. Absolutely redonkulous, but I did predict it was going to be a 3-0. So guys, statistically speaking, Redux should win this 3-0, and they're on pace to do so. So don't act too surprised. But you know, obviously, you gotta give them props. You know, props where props are due. And here we go. I'm just gonna take a quick little gander here at making sure I have everything set up for these teams. You know, make sure I have the right scores here for you folks at home, tuning into the stream with the overlay and all. As we got ourselves a Garrison Control coming up next. You know, one of the most hated control maps, if not the most hated control maps in the rotation. So I'm just going to be getting that one sorted out for the players in the lobby, and Yeah, no, your headphones are gonna go away. My mic is really bad. I'm gonna upgrade it. I'm gonna get a new one. I'm gonna work on, my audio settings, turning it down so, I'm not peaking and fucking up everybody's ears. So don't worry. I'm gonna try my hardest to do something about that. But in the meantime, you're just gonna have to deal with my screeching and hooting and hollering. As I gotta find a way to fix all of that. But who doesn't need to fix anything is Redux Rain. As right now they're looking really solid. They're looking very perfect, and it looks like 302 Blue, they really don't have much gas left in their tank. 302 Blue were able to take down one round in that S&D, but that was pretty much all they were able to find. I don't think they got any other rounds on the board after it. It looked like they were going to maybe get 2 at one point. I thought I saw the 2-2, but they ended up losing a round. Unfortunately, near the beginning of that S&D, that definitely could have been in their favor. And yeah, no, like this side of 302 Blue, they have a bad record for a reason. They're not doing too good. They're not looking too hot. But luckily, every team does make playoffs, and there is that opportunity that they have to showcase, more strength and more stronger abilities come playoff time. And we gotta hope that they can, and they gotta take these losses with a grain of salt, and look to get better, and improve as a team. This is all for experience for them. From my thoughts. But here we go. We're gonna be looking to get ourselves into this next map here. It's gonna be your garrison control. Up against Redux is going to be 302 Blue, and so far, through and through, we're seeing Redux come out on top. They're just winning their gunfights, they're winning their 1s, their 2s, their 3s, and you're just very smart decision making, and as a team, as a unit, working really well, playing around Jafud, who's doing a good job, grabbing some important picks for their team, flinched as well. With both of those two working in tandem, it's a really great, duo and partnership for this team, for this roster, in my opinion. It's going to be interesting to see how this partnership sort of continues to grow, and how this team continues to, will continue to perform come playoff time when they have to face off against teams in the other side of the group, or in the other groups. So we got Flinch starting off with him. He's going to get himself some big kills right there. The punch shot combination, reverse shot punch. He's going to go off with this Krieg as well, grabbing himself a big kill right into the face. The spawn trapping has begun from Redux Rain, and they're not really lightening up at all. As we see Flacco also dropping, flinched, just going on a tear here with his teammates. He's on 4. He's going to try to earn these streaks in this early round. Lynch's going to try to find some more kills here on these players. The more he hops, the more he gives away his positioning here. Cello will be spotted by Flinch, but Flinch nearly flicks onto Flacco, unfortunately. Flacco will make him drop, and he will drop his streak potential right there. As 302 Blue, 4 of their players holding on to goose eggs. Cello, make that only 2, as Cello and Grim still yet to find a kill this round, and the spawn trapping continues to go on. Relentless pressure from Redux Rain. Relentless positivity has been seen from their stats as well throughout this series. And, well, Jafud gonna continue to wreak havoc here on an 8 streak, full streaked out, going into the next one. Boy, oh boy. Flinched as well, starting off things strong here, getting that, reverse shot punch, call it a punch shot. Actually, you know what? I might have to get myself a little punch shot later on, throw a little bit of vodka in my punch and take it back like a shot. Depending on how hard it is, I might wince. But Jafud and Schnapps not dropping a death at all in the opening round of this one. And over on the side of 302 Blue, Cello and Grim. O's! I'm seeing Cello and Grim are gonna have to change their names to Owen, because they're 0-5 and 0-7. Jafud gonna still continue that streak up to 9 here. He's not dropping. There's a reason why he had a 6.0 KD ratio in control last week, folks. He's absolutely beaming. Him and his gunny are just straight bussing. As we're going to see the side of 302 Blue, they are going to be able to get over to this 8 point to defend it here. But Redux Rain, all that real estate to work with over on B. The time's a ticking. As we're seeing trades go back and forth, you know, the defensive side here, they have a lot to work with. Blinder is going to get on to the point here, but a big flank from Brixie will be good for 1. He will nearly get the 2nd. Blinder will stay alive, will regen his health here, and look to play for picks here, playing from top catwalk, or top bridge. Blinder will get 1 while getting tagged at. Brixie will try to go on another flank here. He'll be good for 1. Can he get the 2nd? He will! That's a big 2-piece. Kill that trophy as well, bro. You gotta get those out of here. And that saves a tick of progress from being captured on B. He's gonna look to continue to play for some streaks here as he's looking to hide in these corners here. He will get shot at. His point. His hidey hole is gonna get discovered. Flacco dropping as well. This is gonna be a nice big opening for this side of the purple people of Redux Rain to push on through and get 1 tick of progress. They're going to stack it up, maybe get themselves a 2nd tick of progress, as we're seeing these ticks actually very slowly get accrued. We will see another tick of progress come through, so it's all up to 1 more tick of progress for B to be finished capping, and obviously get an extra minute on the clock for Redux Rain, as the lives are very, very close in this one. And here we go. We got ourselves another kill from Jafud. He's going 14-4. Wonderful work. 12-4 for Schnops as well. Right behind him, his apprentice, you might want to call him. Also rocking a Krieg, I believe. No, he's gonna be rocking the AR. So the sub. So sub strength 12-5, best sub on the map for this side of Redux Rain is gonna be Schnops. And you know, this game, it's so one-sided, this entire series. It's tough to stomach if you are a fan of 302 Blue. You know, this whole league thus far has been extremely hard to stomach if you're a 302 Blue side, because just nothing has been going your team's way, and Jafud he's checking all these spots so well and being able to snap onto these players and take them out. It's, you know, it's really, really well done work from him, and Redux Rain, just gotta love it. Like that they're also rocking some purple, you know, he's rocking some purple camo action on his gun, it looked like at the moment. We're seeing Blinder here, yeah, rocking that purple for Redux Rain. Not quite sure, you know, what what CDL franchise outfit he's wearing. I'm gonna take a little gander right here. The Rocker, ew. Get that team off of here. Nah, the Rocker are pretty goated. You know, he's maybe looking to try to channel some standy action here with that outfit, but we will see this side of 302 Blue. You know, they're trying to claw back as much as they can. You know, you're seeing Flacco and Brixie, really those two the only ones actually putting in work and getting much out of this round for their team, as the streaks are starting to come through. Jafud, he will look to try to find 1. He will find 2, 1 being his teammate as well. Schnops gonna drop to that rocket. A little bit of friendly fire with the streakage, but shouldn't help out the side of 302 Blue too much, as they're continuing to find so much failure on this map. Last player alive, really, in enemy territory is going to be 302 Blue's Cello on this point. You know, look to try to take down Schnops. Will not take him down, as the streak will instead take Schnops down. Once again, Jafud just continuing to take out Schnops. That is hilarious. I don't know if there's some sort of lack of chemistry between the two, or maybe just this is just a lot of trolling we're seeing from Jafud just onto Schnops. That's quite funny. As we see Redux Rain, they take a dominant lead. in the lives. They've had a dominant lead in this control, and well, the whole entire series has been just absolutely dominant, apart from some of the early back and forth action in that hard point on Apocalypse. But man, apocalyptic results. 302 blue do drop. This one, 3-0 is the scoreline in favor of Redux Rain. And that'll do it, you know, for the action tonight on stream. But man, oh man, what work, what great work out of the boys of Redux Rain. You know, they're a potential purple powerhouse team that might be, you know, on the cards for some upsets, and maybe even, you know, present in the playoffs. You know, if they do lock in that 4th spot in the group, or even the 3rd, there's an opportunity. If they do get that 4th spot, whoever gets that 4th spot is going to be most likely playing Zealous Squad. So if these guys continue to play at the level they're showing right now, you know, obviously this is a lower tiered team that they're up against, one that's all the way at the bottom of their bracket, or not bracket, but their group, and has been severely underperforming. You know, if they can show signs of life, better signs of life against some of their stronger opponents in their group, you know, they show up against, I think they have Hi-Fi they have to play next week, maybe on stream. I'm just going to quickly take a little gander at who they got on stream for next week, because I know what all these teams have to play in the following week. I know, just looking over at them, they have Divine Future off stream this week. They're going to be playing on Monday, I believe, next week. So that match is going to be a very important one there. If Divine Future do take it, then they will win the head-to-head against Redux. And they will most likely take 4th instead. And Redux will have to start off in the lower bracket with the 5th place spot, you know, from this group. So that's going to be the most important matchup for this side of Redux, you know. And they also do have off stream next week. They have Hi-Fi, and on stream next week they have ADS Gaming. So those are going to be their schedule for the next 3 matches in a row are all going to be extremely tough tests to see if they have what it takes with this new player in Jafud, who's looking absolutely dominant for this roster. If him and the team can pull it together and upset some of these big dogs in this group, some of the teams that are competing alongside them for that, you know, just fighting tooth and nail for that top 4 spot in that group. You know, if they can come out on top, you know, in some of those matchups and really bring them the distance, if they do end up losing them, then it's going to make them feel even more confident going into playoffs that they can produce some sorts of upsets, and that they can go bring it the distance in the playoffs, and they can try to make a real run of things. Them and Divine Future, whichever one of those 2 teams comes out, you know, with that 4th place spot in that group, I feel like is going to be the underdog for sure, the dark horse to win the entire league. You know, the other potential dark horse, if people still think they're a dark horse, you know, based off of some news and some knowledge I've given to other people about their reputation away from the league, as well as, you know, watching their performance last week, Oculus Performance Black looks like a very strong roster, and I don't think that people should sleep on them. They were able to take an off-stream match 3-1 against Dawn of Chaos, folks. So that just goes to show their power level as well. And they haven't even played Zealous Squad yet this group stage, and they won't be able to play them at all within the next 4 matches. So if they are to play them, it would be in the playoffs. But it all comes down to, you know, how things work out there, where when teams drop to losers, when teams drop, or what teams make it to winners. This next stretch of 2 weeks is going to mean a lot for a lot of these teams, and it's going to be very, very interesting to see how the boards sort of shake up here when it comes to these teams' records. And well, we do know one thing, that already in this week we have a 1-0 ADS Gaming, 1-0 Redux Rain, and 1-0 Divine Future. And the teams that have losses are, the team that has the losses, it has a loss is 302 Esports Blue. They're going to start this week. Their stream match is a loss. Redux Gaming get the win. And it's going to be interesting to see if we do see another Redux member make it onto the top 4 players of the week for week number 7. As week number 6 is, once again, guys, massive congratulations to Jafud for getting week number 6 in his debut, the player of the week, the MVP of the week. And his interview with me will be later on this week, folks. I still have to schedule it with him. I have to get the slides set up, the segment set up, and everything, the script set up, and maybe, just maybe, I'll maybe get him to have to spend some time on the mic with me casting a match later this week. So if any of you guys on Twitter want to see me cast with Jafud, definitely throw a tweet out there and tell me what matchup in this week's schedule that you want to see me cast with him. If there's a specific matchup you want to see me cast with him, we got the matchup of the week, which would be Flawless versus ADS Gaming. We have that one's the matchup of the week, in my opinion. The other very interesting matchup, in my opinion, is the side of. Actually, that would probably be the only matchup of the week to me. Well, actually, you know what? The other one that I kind of want to say is a bit of an interesting, should be a very interesting matchup, is OTB versus 302 Gold. I genuinely think that one's going to be a very interesting matchup of the week potential right there. And then next week, oh boy, next week's got some of the hottest matches on stream that I've seen in some time, man. We have the likes of High Five versus Flawless. Next week is our last week, so we got High Five versus Flawless on stream. We're gonna have Redux versus ADS on stream that week. We're gonna have the side of Dawn of Chaos versus Zealous Squad on stream. Bro, those are all just absolutely phenomenal ones, and well, we got ourselves our other one that would be very entertaining on stream, I think, would be the probably OTB versus OTP, or OPB, sorry. OTB Esports versus OP Black, because both of those teams, in my opinion, are fighting for a top 4 spot in that group. Group B is looking super competitive for a top 4 spot. We have 2 5-5s, 2 4-6s in records. We see a 3-7 as well. All of those teams, I think, could really fight and win a top 4 spot over each other. OP Black, they're in the mix there with a 3-7, and if they continue to stay flawless, like I told them before, and like I did when I did the math, if they can end things off 7-7, that should be enough to get them over the hump into winners bracket. But it all comes down to these next 2 weeks, guys. It all comes down to this week and next week, and the matches, the caliber of competition these teams bring to the table. And best of luck to everybody competing. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in tonight for the action. It's been lovely. It's been fun. I've rambled for a lot, and a lot more than I needed to. But thank you guys so much for hearing me out. And I hope you guys have a great evening in Cryptic Caliber 4. You're an absolute wonder, my dude. Thank you so much for those kind words in chat and the fun coffee pasta. I'm going to make sure to throw that up on Twitter later, because I really enjoy it. You're a real one. And Flawless Clan, thanks for tuning in to all the matches that other teams play, and not just your own team's matches. We really appreciate that a lot, and it's very humble of you. It's great to see you humble us with your presence, regardless on the team showing up. So thank you so much for your viewership and for your fun, guys, and fandoms. So I'll see you guys all later. We got more action tomorrow for you guys. A nice doubleheader tomorrow, I believe, on the cards. I don't know if I can get a quick gander at who's playing in that one. Let me see here. It looks like tomorrow's going to be Team High Five versus Elemental Gaming and 302 Esports Gold versus OTB. Yeah, so that's going to be the action there. So that should be a great one. I think that's going to be a great one as well. That match there is going to mean a lot for both those teams. Especially for OTB, I feel like they need that win for certain. But yeah, guys, have a good one. See you later. And my cat also says good night as well. So stay safe, everybody. Have a good one, and take care.